Hello and welcome back to another one of Paul's Beer Reviews. I hope you're doing well today. I have got a new pale ale from Siren to review for you. It is called Colourful World and it is a tropical pale ale coming in at 5.5% ABV. And they've certainly gone to town with the colour on the can. This beer was kindly sent to me by the guys at Siren, so thank you to those guys. They sent me a box a couple of weeks ago with a couple of cans of hot water, which was very interesting. Not what I was expecting, but kind of enjoyed. So yeah, I don't know if I think I've got one can of it left. It was Citra hot water and Idaho 7, I think it was. Idaho 7 hot water, really interesting. If you haven't tried hot water, I do recommend it, just for the experience. Very odd. But anyway, this was a new one. I was really interested to try this one. So Tropical Pale Ale. It says it is a fruit-filled pale ale brewed especially for World Autism Acceptance Week and inspired by the colour of the spectrum. So 20p from each can will be sold will be donated to a charity supporting autistic individuals in the UK. Thank you. Please scan the QR code for more information about the beer and the core. So there is a doodah there. I don't think that is going to work, which is a shame if you wanted to scan that, but I don't think it's going to be clear enough for you to do that, so we'll probably forget that idea. But yeah, it's a 5.5% tropical pale ale. My understanding is that there has been actually fruit added to this, which is not a concern, but I kind of know what to expect, I suppose. Northern Monk have done a couple of proper like fruit heavy pale ales, and for me they were borderlining fruit juice as opposed to beer. But we'll see what this one is like, and straight away on the pour that looks like fruit puree. It's very, very juicy, very juicy. There we go. Look at that. Looks like a Solero in a glass. And the aroma isn't too dissimilar. Yeah, hazy, bright orange. It looks like pure fruit juice, that, doesn't it? With a bit of a white head hanging on the top of it. Give it a bit of a swirl so you can get a bit more of the aroma. It's kind of mango-y and passion fruity. Bit of peach, but it's not massive though. It's not a massive aroma. It's not like, you know, stinging me nostrils. It's quite subtle. It had oats and things in it, maybe. Barley, malted barley, oats. Lactose has been added to it as well, which is going to add to the body. Yeah, I think that's maybe dumbing down the aroma. Should we get stuck in? Cheers. That is very soft on the palate. It is juicy, but not overly so. And there is a very slight kind of grapefruity dryness at the back end, which is kind of almost giving the illusion of bitterness, just to try and give it a bit of balance. Otherwise, it's a bit of a mundane pale, if I'm being honest. Is mundane the right word? Bland, maybe, is probably a better name. It's not horrible, but for a juicy pale ale at 5.5% with that kind of colour, I was expecting some kind of punchy tropical kick, but the flavour kind of backs up the aroma. Subdued. Everything about this beer is subdued apart from the colour. I mean, look at that. That looks amazing. Decent enough conditioning. It's got a good body to it, and I think that maybe, I wonder if that maybe is dubbing down the flavour, the lactose that they've used to give it that slightly creamy, smooth, pillowy texture. Oh, excuse me, I wonder if that's maybe dubbing down the fruit flavour. I just think it could do with a little bit more in the way of fruit flavour and maybe a little bit less in body. But it's pleasant enough, but just forgettable. What I will say for it though, it's very easy drinking. It is balanced. It is approachable. It's like I say, there's nothing jumping out at you. And that slight citrusy, grapefruity, dry finish to it just balances it out. Yeah, it just gives it a bit of a finish because there's not a lot up front to it. The first thing I notice is the body. And then there's that subtle touch of sort of passion fruit. Passion fruit, mango, Solero vibes, but it's subtle. And then it glides down, and then there's that grapefruity, citrusy, like zesty, bordering on bitter finish. But it's just a bit meh for me. It's just a kind of been there, done that, got the t-shirt type of thing, you know. But at least it's not overly fruity. At least it is still a pale ale, rather than just alcoholic fruit juice, which there have been a few in the supermarkets in recent years. That's not bad. It's not bad. I probably won't drink it again. It's not the sort of thing I'm gonna, you know, if I go to the new Siren tap room in Reading, which I'm very looking forward to visiting. I don't think this is going to be the first beer that I go for, that's for sure. I would much rather have a Soundwave IPA or a Lumina Session IPA over this. Something with a bit more hoppy character. But yeah, this is an interesting one. I don't know if this is going to be a cool range one or if it is just a special edition, because obviously it's brewed for World Autism Acceptance Week. If it's just going to be a small batch thing, but it's, you know, it's okay, but it's just not doing a great deal for me. Colourful World from Siren. Again, thank you to the guys at Siren for sending me this. Really do appreciate that. It's very, very nice of you. I'm going to give it a 6 out of 10. I think it's just above average. It's not horrible, but it's just a bit forgettable for me. But there you go. So Colourful World from Siren. Check it out. He's on their website, I believe. Go check it out. Let me know if you've had it. Let me know what your thoughts. I hope you enjoyed the review. Give it a thumbs up if you did. And until my next one, you take care.